All
makes
right,
it win.
all right. It's starting.
For almost
I'm starting.
nothing.
Hello, baby. Hello, nasty.
Hello. I say hello.
Hello, friend.
Well, hello, little girl.
Hello, my treacherous friends.
Hello, operator. The beginning of everything.
Welcome back, my friends.
It's showtime.
Hey, everybody. It's episode 308 of The Brink of Sanity, part of No Network. I am Jay. With me is Mark and Bri. How you guys doing?
Good, good.
Oh, Trump's over already? Shit, I missed it. Sorry.
Hey, Jay, I have a question for
Derailed in 2 seconds.
Sorry.
you. Is he still going or?
I was watching something else. I put the channel on, and now Schumer and Pelosi are on. So
I cannot believe we don't have thousands of listeners.
I hope he's talking behind a wall.
wouldn't it be easier to just buy Mexico?
What do you mean?
Like if we bought Mexico, then we wouldn't have to put the wall up.
But then they'd all be in the country.
But
They'd
then
all
he
be
could,
American.
but then he could systematically get rid of them like he is the rest of the poor people and black people, like cancel their health insurance and all that other shit.
Well, I guess he could buy Mexico and then say Mexico's closed.
Yeah,
He could buy Mexico, treat it like one of his properties, and bankrupt it.
yeah. I think that'd be easier than the stupid wall that's going to look like the comb from Spaceballs in the desert.
I have a better. If he really wants to keep the keep illegals out of our country or Mexicans out of our country, just bankrupt our economy, which he's on the way to doing, and no one will want to come here.
Yeah, I don't think anybody wanted to come here anyway.
I
But
mean,
we didn't do a show to talk about this. What's going on, everybody?
So I have a question for you, Jay. So at some point in your life, there's a chance you might have kids.
Yeah.
Right?
Mhm.
Okay. So let's say you have a son. He has one of his friends over, and let's say you have one of those those Alexa, the Amazon
Yeah.
Echoes, or
Yeah.
okay, you have an Amazon Echo. I think you actually have one you don't use, right?
Yes.
Okay. Anyhow, anyone you understand basically the basics of how it works. Someone they can use the music app, but just request, say, Alexa, play Weezer, and Weezer will come on, right?
Yes.
So what do? Your son is there, one of his best friends is over, and his best friend says, "Hey Alexa, play Drake."
I take it away.
Don't you smash Alexa
Yeah.
at that point?
Yeah.
This literally happened.
Really?
Yes. My son and his friends are into a lot of this poppy music, and one of his friends was like, "Play Drake," and I didn't do anything. I just let Drake play.
Oh, I'd be like, Alexa, burn in hell.
I'm not gonna be like, "Hey, 7-year-old kid, your music taste sucks,"
Why?
because I'm a human being and I don't say that to a 7-year-old.
Oh,
I mean,
Okay.
a 7-year-old shouldn't be listening to Drake anyway.
it's a valid argument.
So what do you
I mean,
do?
I
What
don't
do you
think
do?
anybody of any age should listen to Drake, but I mean, the lyrics and stuff, like he curses a lot and he uses the N-word a lot. Like, you don't want a 7-year-old listening to that.
How much Drake have you listened to know all this?
Jay reviewed one of the albums. Check out his website.
Jay, tell everyone that you have a website.
I do. jlovesmusic.wordpress.com.
Right. Have you been to his other site? Jay
It
Loves
should be
Young
called
Boys?
Jay Loves Music You've Never Heard of. No, I haven't been to it yet.
He has a site called Jay Loves Young Boys at WordPress.com. You should go to it. It's even better.
I reviewed Gorillaz, and Bri, you're on record saying you love Gorillaz. So
I do. Oh, I didn't know you got that far yet. All I saw was AOL Nation and some other band I never heard of.
So Jay's been doing this for 2 weeks now, and
This
you're
is-
posting.
this is week
tell-
2. This is like day 8.
Jay, we have a giant audience of one person, so
Mhm.
please promote your website. Why should people go to it? What is it?
So I'm reviewing an album, a full album. I'm rating every song on the album, giving a couple links to songs that I particularly like or don't like, and just giving my overall take on it. So it's, if you're into music, it'll introduce you to some stuff, and I'm hoping to get a conversation going other than Mark trolling the site constantly. But a
Didn't
discussion.
you steal this idea from the other guy who does the podcast with us sometimes?
John?
Doesn't he do that?
No, he does.
John from
He does
Yeah.
an audio podcast. He plays the song and then talks between each track.
Oh, it's got to be worse then.
I mean, that sounds more interesting than your site, Jay.
Yeah, until it gets shut down for copyright infringement.
If you don't make any money, no one really cares.
What are you, an intellectual property lawyer now?
Yeah, Jay actually, while he was getting the CPA, he got his JD also.
Oh my God! Can I tell you about trying to get the CPA?
Yeah,
What?
we've been hearing about it for 4 years.
Yeah, have you been doing that? Isn't it your website Jay loves the CPA at WordPress.com?
Did you get your wristband yet, or whatever they give you?
No, see, the when you pass the test, that's only the beginning.
Okay.
I got a letter.
What happens next, Jay?
I got a letter in the mail saying, under no uncertain terms can you use the term CPA until you jump through our ridiculous hoops.
Okay, I mean, it's fine. What are the hoops though?
So there's an education requirement that has to get sent into the state. I got that when I got my MBA, which is
Okay.
fine. But to have that sent in, you have to. There's one guy who sends it in. They don't tell you how to contact him. They don't tell you his name. They don't tell you how to find him. So it's just like a where in the world is education requirement guy.
Jay, are you getting your CPA? Are you like a contestant on The Amazing Race?
I feel like I am. There's like all these like clues and different paths you can take.
It sounds more like Punk than the Amazing Race.
It's ridiculous. Yeah, it's not amazing.
My understanding is a lot of people get their CPA. So how do they do it?
Well, my buddy went through this, and he eventually got the guy's email. So he gave me the
Is that the
email.
crypto guy, is it?
No.
Okay. So by the way, the crypto, Brian, if you had invested in Ethereum a couple weeks ago, you would have doubled your money.
That's true, I would have.
If you invested when we invested, you would have turned your money into like pennies.
It's back up over $200 now.
Is it over? No, it's not.
Oh no, I mean
No.
it was over 150. Now it's down.
Yeah,
My
it
account had $200 in it.
Oh, okay, that makes. I haven't checked my Coinbase account, and the other one I don't actually know what site I put the money into. So if ever that actually goes back up, I need to figure out what site to go to. It's not worth my effort right now. Like
It's true.
I think I thought, what did I buy? What stupid Stellar Lumens at I got it at 50 cents, and it's now worth
You owe them 50 cents.
yeah, it's worth less than like a Mexican peso.
Yeah.
Like Trump is trying to get it out of the country. It's worth so little. Jay, so tell us more about your CPA adventures.
All right.
Stage one: find the key.
So I got the guy's email, sent it to him. He sent in the education requirement. So that was after 2 45-minute phone calls of me trying to get this guy's information. They transferred me
Why
to him.
Why didn't you just ask the other guy? Like, why didn't you ask someone that had their CPA and go, "What's the guy's email?" instead of like,
Well, because I didn't know that there was one person and you had to track him down via email. Like, they don't tell you any of this. So I
Okay.
just hear you have to send in your education requirement. So I called the CPA board. They put me on hold for almost an hour, and then they transfer me to this guy.
okay,
So I don't know his number. I have one shot. I have one voicemail, and he doesn't call me back. So
Okay.
I'm like, well, shit. And that's when I
Well-
contacted my friends and got his email.
okay. Does he call you at any point?
He emailed me back. He didn't call me back. He emailed me back when I
Well,
got his email.
let's just say he called you back.
Yeah.
Jason,
Mhm.
you dare try to become a CPA? Prove yourself worthy right now.
Wasn't passing the 4 tests doing that?
You did it on your 4 tries.
14.
You make my morning hilarious. No, seriously though.
Yeah, no, seriously, it was 14 tries. Can you just send my stuff in? It's been like 2 years.
What would you do? How will you honor the profession?
By being the best CPA I can be.
The best? Will you fight crime?
I don't think CPAs fight crime. I will.
Will
If I see
you
it, I will
cure-
call it in.
Will you touch homeless people and cure their inability to whatever they have an inability to do?
I don't have that power, and I'm not touching homeless people.
Can you turn water into wine?
I could turn water into piss.
Can you talk to me for another couple of hours? I'm really lonely.
I could just send in the form, dude.
Oh, fine.
It's kind of your job, right?
Fine, you get your CPA, but next time in round 2 you may not.
All right, so now I'm on round 2. Round 2, I need my experience requirement. So I need a CPA to sign that I worked under them for a year.
Okay.
There is exactly one CPA in my department, and his CPA is in a different state, so he can't sign off on it.
Okay. So you didn't actually work under a CPA for a year.
Well, I worked under a CPA, just not a practicing New York CPA.
Okay. Do you have to work under a practicing New York CPA?
To get that signature, yes.
Okay. So Jay, I'm calling back. I've heard you're about to commit fraud as a part of stage 2.
No. Well, kind of. I went to the accounting department.
Kinda. You said you weren't going to embarrass the profession, and you're already committing fraud? Ay.
Well,
I should have cut you off at 12.
I went to the accounting department, and he was going to sign it, and then he realized that he didn't actually supervise me. So he said no. So then I got mad, and I went up to the comptroller of the company, and I just walked right into his office.
You found the comptroller of your... You work, Jay, for anyone who knows, Jay works at a rather large, I don't want to say the name, but rather large, prestigious company. You found the comptroller?
The assistant comptroller.
Okay. I mean, I imagine this guy...
He's very
Okay,
high
go
up. He's very high up. I just walked right into his office and asked him if he could sign my my experience requirement, and he said yes. So
I've never seen you in my office before. Are you my new boy? Boy, get me some coffee.
so I got past stage 2.
Okay.
So now I'm on the final stage.
So you're saying this big company you work at, the assistant comptroller, no issue with fraud?
No, because he oversees my department, so I worked under him. So there's no fraud at all.
Okay. So he's basically just stretching the truth as much as possible.
He's my supervisor.
Okay, fine. What's stage 3?
Stage 3 is the actual license application that I have to fill out. So I got to page 2, and they say, when did you take each test and what grade did you get? So I go to the website where they post the grades,
Yeah.
and there's only 2 grades there. Because for some reason, they delete all the information of your tests after 2 months. So now I spend an hour and a half sifting through my emails trying to find confirmations of when I took each test and trying to match it up to the grades, the days I passed the test. So that took an hour and a half. So I finally figured everything out. I got
Right.
Yeah.
You there, Bright? You're still...
Yeah.
Hey, if you took the CPA and passed it, would you be certified within a half hour? Like, only happens to Jay, has to go through all these steps, right?
I'd probably be somewhere within like a half hour and what's happening to Jay. Somewhere in the middle, probably.
Okay.
I'd probably fuck it up. I'd find a way to fuck it up myself too. So
I feel like when Jay's on stage 3, you'd be like, I already got a promotion at my new job.
I've already become a CPA, done something illegal, and cannot be a CPA anymore while Jay's still trying to get it.
So
Go on, Jay.
I got to the last page, and so I'm staying late today to do this. And I get to the last page, and I'm about to sign my signature to mail it in, and it says you need to sign it in front of a notary public.
Okay.
Oh God, we've had this problem before.
Yes, we have.
Wait, you've had this problem before?
Oh, Jay tried to find a notary, but that's another story for another time.
Okay. Most banks have a notary.
Yeah, I know, but I stayed late to do this, and I was foiled yet again. So the journey continues tomorrow.
Okay. So in other words, you planned poorly?
Oh, and they want to check for $377.
Yeah, but they always do. All those things, all those licenses, you have to pay money. You have to pay like an annual fee.
Yep.
Yeah, I have to. Well, I have to have. It's not an annual education every year.
Like for their license, basically, to renew
Yeah.
their license. So it's I guess the same thing as tax.
They probably
So, but the 40 hours, do you have to do it in person or can you do it online?
You can do it online. My buddy sent me a link. It looks like it's pretty easy to do, actually. Easier than I thought it was going to be. And a
Okay.
lot of companies actually will have like a lunch meeting that counts for an hour. So you do that once a week and you're good to go.
Okay. Cool. So
So-
you're almost there.
Almost there. Almost there.
Then you have to obviously get a job as a CPA.
Yeah, I removed CPA from my LinkedIn because I got a letter saying not to use CPA till I get the actual license.
Cease and
The
desist.
last thing I need to do is pass all 4 tests, go through all these hoops to send the form in, and then have them check my LinkedIn, see I am already using CPA, and them just be like, no, now you can't have it.
How long does it take to actually get the license?
I heard anywhere from a couple weeks to like 3 or 4 months. It's random.
Okay. Jay, we're happy to hire you for this job. We're just going to check your LinkedIn page to make sure you're a CPA.
Mhm.
It doesn't say CPA on there.
Jay, you better edit your Wikipedia page too, just in case.
I'll hire someone else who knows has CPA on their LinkedIn page. You're not hired. You have to work for a horrible, horrible woman for the rest of your life. How is horrible woman doing?
Horrible.
Any new developments on your horrible love affair?
I got blamed for like ruining the department last week, so it's good times.
I hope she's blaming you for like things that like are truly out of your control. Like she's like, hey, there's Ebola in like Nigeria. Jay, why'd you do that?
We had a report that was due at 5 p.m. and I got called into my boss's office at 2:30 because that lady said that I delayed the entire process, and it's impossible for it to get done by 5 o'clock now. At 2:30. So this is the kind of people I work with.
Bri.
Yeah.
Bri, you said you have things for our show.
I have a couple of things.
Awesome. Jay, sorry to cut off your.
I'm done. That's fine.
Okay, I thought maybe we want to move off Jay and his work stuff. So let's go on. Bri.
So there is a stalker in my condo complex. There's a guy stalking his, I don't know if they were ever married or his wife, girlfriend, fiance, whatever. And I want him dead.
Wait. Could you start over? There's a stalker in your condo.
Yeah, so this guy, I get, apparently it's been going on for several months now. And I just found out about it like early, like probably whenever we did the show last, probably like the day after or the day before. So this guy shows up at the door of where this lady lives like 4 times a day. He parks in the next place over, walks over, and puts a stick in the door so that like when the door opens it falls so he knows if she's home or not. And he does that to the front door, the garage door, and I guess he goes around to the back. And he comes by like 3 or 4 times a day. And I bought all these cameras for my house that I used to use to watch my dog, and now I have one in the window. So I see him come all the time. And I guess like somebody's called the police, but the police won't do anything because I don't know why.
Wait. So this guy is stalking someone in your condo complex.
Yes. Yes, one of my neighbors.
What's the relationship?
What's theirs or mine?
What's the relationship? Is it like an ex-boyfriend?
It's the ex-husband or boyfriend or whatever. I'm not sure. I don't even know who the woman is. I mean, I know where she lives, but I've never seen her or anything. But I just know this guy just pisses me off because I keep missing him because like I have this camera that points to the door and I get an alert like on my phone or on my computer when there's motion, and I keep missing the fucking guy because I want to go out there and I want to like do something to him and I don't know what to do. I want him dead, but I don't have a gun. I want to like get a paintball gun and shoot it at him, but I don't think that's legal. There's a lot of things I want to put my car, because it's right in front of like where the visitors park. I want to put my car out there and just every time I see him, just hit my panic button just to like draw attention to him. But
what's this woman say about it?
I have no idea. I've never met her. I guess I don't know.
How do you know? How do you know he's bothering her?
I don't know. He's bothering me. I don't know if he's bothering her or not. Because I talked to the woman that lives next door to that. Because he used to live here, I guess, and she threw him out. So she's the one that told me. I was out walking my dog one day, and she was like, "Oh, have you seen the stalker?" And I was like, "No, what are you talking about?" So she told me the whole story, and so then I started like putting my camera out there because I wanted to catch him doing something. But I guess somebody called the police, and the police won't do anything because she hasn't filed a restraining order, or he doesn't confront her. He just goes to the door and puts this stick in the door.
But he knows her.
Yeah. No,
Okay.
it's ex-girlfriend or ex-wife or something.
I mean, if she's not filing a restraining order, then she's not threatened or it doesn't bother her enough.
I guess. But I still want to kill him.
Okay. So you want to kill? What if she was like, I don't know. He's so romantic. He brings me a new stick every day.
I want to I just want to every time he puts a stick, I want to go rip the stick out of the door just to fuck with him. But then he's gonna think she's gone. So
you
Well,
want
that's
to
kinda
approach
funny.
him? Are you gonna if you catch him, you see your security camera, you see him there? Are you gonna approach him?
I want to Gran Torino him into killing me.
Well, let's just say you're not gonna actually commit murder, or maybe you have to approach him if you're gonna commit murder. What's your plan there?
I don't know. I'm just gonna race bait him into shooting me. I think.
What if you just replaced his stick with a different stick?
I want to put a little noose, and put a noose on the end of the stick because he's a black guy. But then I think he might think that she did that, and then I might cause more trouble than it's worth.
You might cause a murder.
You're like, he's just stalking. I want to get racism involved too. What? Why? So he's stalking her. Why don't you just go ask her what the story is?
I don't know. Well, I never met her before, so I'll let the other neighbors handle that part.
But the other neighbors think there's an issue. They think she's being bothered.
Well, yeah. I mean, I've talked to a couple of people, and they all are concerned about it.
Okay.
This is a very strange.
I'm gonna see if I could find a video. I'll show you guys in our little messenger thing here.
Okay. It's kind of a strange. Jay, you agree it's a little bit of a strange story, right?
It's pretty strange, yeah.
I wish I lived next door because I would do basically everything Kevin did in Home Alone. I would do to this guy. I would just drop paint cans on him when he walked by and
How far away?
boiling
you live?
water.
How many?
He's across the way, it's across the way diagonally.
Oh, so
And
he lives
you're-
in the complex too?
What?
He lives in the complex too?
No, he used to live there. She threw him out.
Do they have a kid together?
I don't know if there's a kid in there.
Maybe he's just trying to see his kid, and maybe you're interpreting this him being this crazy person. Maybe she's prevented him from seeing his son.
No, because one of my neighbors confronted him and was like, "You can't keep coming around here." And he's like, "I don't know." He gave what are you talking about? Kind of.
Yeah, maybe he's like, yeah, I have a key. I
No,
don't
because he
live here
doesn't knock on the door. He just walks up, and he just walks up, puts a stick in the door, looks up to see if all the lights are on, and he leaves.
What's the point? She left the house. Okay, now you know she left the house. So
Yeah.
what then?
I don't know.
What's your anger towards him? I mean, he sounds like an asshole, but you seem pretty involved for no good reason.
I'm not sure why I'm so annoyed about it. It just annoys me because he just looks like an asshole.
Like,
See,
are
he
you-
struts over like he's Mr. Cool.
Yeah, I'm gonna put a stick in. No one's gonna stop me. I put sticks in
That's what I'm
doors.
gonna put a stick in your ass.
Yeah. So, are you expecting do you think this is gonna lead to you're gonna find her dead and you're like, I knew I should have stopped stick guy.
Maybe.
You know what you could do? If you see him, just be like, hey, stay away from here. My friend's a CPA.
Say we don't like your kind here, and when he starts getting mad, be like the kind of guy that puts sticks on doors.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't make me stick that stick where the sun don't shine, mister.
That's right.
Does anyone else that's angry at you about it? As angry you see? Are you the most angry of the people in your community?
I don't know. I haven't taken a roll call, but
Here, I have a hat. Everyone write a number 1 to 10. How angry you are.
Hey, Mary, do you know that guy that he puts the sticks in the doors? I guess I don't really know what you're talking about. Do you want to murder him?
Scale
I
of
do.
scale of 1 to 10. How much do you want to murder this guy?
I don't even really know who he is. Let's commit murder, Mary. Let's do it.
Guys, Friday at 8. We're just gonna murder the black guy who put sticks on the doors. Who's in? I'm Bri, by the way.
Bri, that's not even the same black guy. So Sorry, guys.
So this is okay. So I'm watching a video now.
Oh, did Bryce send it to us?
Yes, we have video of what something. Okay,
Right. If you were
It's
in
next, it's to the left of the pickup truck.
to the left, I see a guy leaving his house.
That's the guy.
That's the guy.
Yeah, he just put the stick in there. Oh, that's not the right video.
He
I don't
just
think-
he
I
just
think
walked
comes
off
back.
screen. So that
do you have lots of videos of random black guys in your community? Okay. Well, now actually, I peer into Bry's world. I see what his world looks like. This is interesting. Okay, so
So the video was a guy walking out of his house and then walking off screen. Was that it?
Yeah, that wasn't the right one. Hold on.
Oh,
that
It's like-
maybe it was.
that one enraged you.
that was
Look at him
not a good
strut
video.
over there.
Is this the one?
Yeah, that video was poor.
Oh, you can see he's been in the second one. He's putting stuff in the door, and I was walking away.
Bry, is this whole like segment in the show gonna end with you admitting you're the black guy? Putting the
No.
What if we
Okay,
just
you-
found out Bry's a maniac and like none of this is happening? He just sends the
I-
video and he's like, "Look, it's right there," and it's like just nothing.
literally nothing. Then like days later, he's murdered half his complex. He's like, I told you.
There's still sticks in the door. It's got to be one of these fuckers.
It's all in my head.
Mark and Jay, there's blood on your hands.
Are you trying to say it's all in my head?
Well, so far I'm almost done with this video and I've seen nothing.
Whoops.
Is this like a time lapse or is this real time?
It's like no, it's just a clip. I thought I had a better. Oh, you know what? They're on my phone. That's why. I don't know how to put it on my phone from my computer.
Well, in that entire video that just ended, there was nothing.
There was literally just someone walking who, from a far distance, you can't recognize anything about the person, even though he's a man or a woman.
Well, there was also no stick.
There was no stick, Bry.
There was a stick. It was
Is
in
the
the
stick
second
in
one.
your head?
We don't have the
Oh.
second one, Bry.
I put a second one up there.
No, you did not. I have one
I
video.
did.
Oh, okay, I see it now.
Aha!
Oh, you put a
all
second
right.
one up. Bry, can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
Do you like squishable toys?
What?
What the hell?
Do you like squishable?
This show is just getting
Squishable
weirder and
toys?
weirder. I don't
No.
know.
They're called I think they're called squishable. They're like this popular toy with kids, and you're hanging out. Your girlfriend as a kid, and they're like they could be like a sheep or a strawberry, and you squish them really small, and then they slowly get bigger. And they're like
No.
a popular store toy right now. And
No.
apparently, they've been tested by Denmark's EPA, and they have this toxic chemical in them. And someone in my town posted how her 8-year-old daughter had a ton of these in her room, and her daughter basically went like insane. She basically, they said their 8-year-old daughter was sleeping with these toys, and within a day of acquiring them, she started having nightmares and disrupted sleep. On the 4th day, she started having what I believe were hallucinations or delusions. She became convinced the pictures of cats on her walls were watching her and believed the oscillating fan and dresser in her room were alive. She stared at me as I was sitting with her in her room and insisted my nose was moving around my face. She was very anxious and distressed, unable to fall asleep until she came to sleep in our room with us. This was posted like 2 days ago on our the Facebook page for moms and dads in our town. So, do you have these squishables in your town? Is there a chance?
No, I don't think so. I've never
Okay.
heard of it.
Okay, 'cause just wondering. Maybe this is the explanation for the stick guy.
No.
Okay, I'm watching the second video now. Jay,
Yeah.
is there anything to this video?
Yeah,
This
no,
thing-
the second one,
this
the
is
guy
coming
the
back.
guy definitely went in front of what looks like a garage and put a stick down. So there is a stick.
I don't see the stick in this video.
The video
Are
we
you
just Brad just sent the third video and it looks like there's a ghost.
Yeah, I'm looking at the ghost video right now.
Oh, that's the light from the window.
I think it's a ghost. It's more interesting than the actual video you sent us.
Actually, I think it's my dog in the window barking at the guy.
Let's just pretend it does kind of look like a dog, actually. Let's pretend it's an apparition. That's better than the. So I see the guy walking to it. So he bent down in front of the garage. He puts something down. Maybe I can't really tell from here. I have a question. The dog is that you're watching the guy. Why don't you go? Hey, we don't like sticks in our town. Why don't you do anything, Bri?
Because
What
I actually don't think I was home during this. My dog was there.
Okay, because because it looked like you had a chance to save her from that stick.
I still think you should just add sticks or put different sticks.
I thought of that too.
What?
I was
what
just
does-
going to put like 100 sticks in the door.
Yeah,
What
just
does putting
line
a
all
s-
the sticks up.
What does putting a stick in front of her garage do?
It lets him know that she left or came back.
How?
Because it moves when you open the door or move the door. Like when he puts it at the top of the door,
Oh,
it falls
okay.
when you open the door.
Okay.
But then
Yeah.
that doesn't mean anything.
He's
She
coming
could-
back. He's coming back. He might have another stick. He's got another stick. Stop him, Bry! Stop him!
But I still don't get, like, okay, the stick is now on the ground instead of leaning against the door. So that means she did something. Like, it doesn't narrow it down to anything. Like, she did something. She could have went to get gas in her car.
Yeah.
I mean, does he probably knows?
it doesn't.
also-
It doesn't mean 5 guys came and fucked her.
Right.
Or maybe it
What
does.
kind of stick would that be? Is there a certain kind of stick that lets you know when 5 guys came and fucked them?
It'd probably be 5 sticks and a bunch of used condoms.
That's what he thinks every time the stick moves. God damn it! She's been gang raped again.
Yeah, Bri, put condoms on the stick every time.
That's much better than your weird noose idea.
Yeah, I think you should. I think you should put a condom on the stick.
That'd be funny.
Do it.
Okay, so Bri, how
Yeah.
how much time do you spend watching these videos? Like, how did you find?
This is
Here's the
why
question.
Bri can't make the show half the time. He's watching Stick Guy instead of doing the podcast.
I'm the neighborhood security watch. Neighborhood watch leader of the neighborhood watch.
Well, here's a question for you. The how often this records 24/7? Like this camera outside of your house?
So it's on all the time. It's set to record when it picks up motion. Like you can pick an area where there's motion. So I have like a little square there. So whenever there's any kind of motion, it'll record.
Okay, so you
it'll
weren't
record until
watching-
the motion stops. Yeah, no, I don't
weren't-
watch it all day.
Yeah, you're like watching, like just sitting there, like Brian. I need the reports from you. I'm watching a video. Stick Guy's back.
Yeah,
What are
no,
you
it
gonna
is
do about
annoying.
it?
It is annoying as hell though, because I'll get a bunch of like, anytime a car goes by that one area, like I'll get a thing on my phone, it'll beep, and I'm just like, oh Jesus Christ, shut up! Or if my dog jumps in the window and like messes with the curtain, so it screws up the lighting or something, I'll get a
I would have
thing
deleted.
too.
I would delete the phone and broke the camera already. It sounds fucking annoying as hell. And every time this guy's doing sticks like once in a. He's been back 3 times in this one video. This is supposed-
He comes about 3 or 4 times a day.
and you get alerts like you're sitting in a meeting at work. You're like shit. Stick Guy's back. I gotta go, guys. And you like go into like a phone booth and like turn into like your super stick stopper guy.
You know those
Um,
little white like bang snaps, I think they're called. You like
Oh
you step on them and they blow up. You should just litter that whole area with those.
I want to do everything from Home Alone there. I want to just like, I told my neighbor to put like a pot of boiling water in the window, and I'll call her when he's there and just knock it over on him.
Remember we did that to my ex.
Yeah.
It wasn't boiling water, but Brian Will dropped a bucket of water on this girl's head.
Well, I assumed it wasn't boiling water, as no one actually ended up in jail.
Yeah, as we're not doing this podcast from prison. Yes.
So, Brian, have you investigated where he's getting the sticks from?
I think they're just like twigs from like branches off to the side.
It'd be interesting if they were like from like a type of tree that's only grows in South America.
Like, I don't think he goes to the stalking stick store. Say that 3 times fast. I think he just picks them up off the ground, whatever he can find.
Okay. Maybe you should go up to him with like a handful of sticks and goes, "Hey, buddy, I think you need some of these."
Well, I
He's-
keep missing them. That's the problem. Like, there was this one time, like a month ago, I was coming home somewhere with my dad, and he was driving, and I got an alert, and I looked, and I was like, "Oh, this motherfucker!" There, I was like 20 minutes from my house, and I was like, "Son of a bitch, there he is."
I hope you find out one day that your dog can actually speak English, and all he wants to talk to you about is Stick Guy.
I hope that you do the condom idea and there's somebody on the other side of the complex that's recording you thinking you're just putting condoms on sticks.
No, there's another guy with a camera. He's got him. He another guy has him on camera too. So
Your dog must think that's the greatest owner ever. Every time I see him, he's carrying a stick. He must be a really good dog owner. My owner fucking sucks. He never brings me a stick.
Okay. Do you have another topic?
No, you don't want to fully explore. Where's this going, Brian?
This
What
one-
do you?
We probably beat this one to death. I think that's good for now.
I
With
think
a
he might
stick.
beat her to death.
With a stick.
What do you think? Like, make a prediction. What do you think's going to happen? What's the next thing?
I don't think anything's gonna happen. I don't know.
He's not going to do this for the next 40 years. So, like, is there going to one day is she going to come out there and go like, is he going to hurt her in any way?
I don't know. I don't know him and I don't know her. Maybe.
Make your predictions. Pretend you know them.
I would say she'll probably move.
You think Stick will drive her?
I mean, maybe he'll show up with a boombox like John Cusack, and they'll fall in love again. I don't know.
This realtor, this place looks great. I'm ready to buy. Is there anything you have to tell me about the place? 4 or 5 times a day, a man leaves a stick outside. I have to tell you by law.
It'd be really funny if she moved and he didn't realize, and he just kept doing that for like years.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that would be funny.
It was completely unrelated to her. He just like wants to leave the sticks there.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe he just has like really bad OCD.
Gotta leave the stick again. Gotta leave the stick again. Doctor, I did it like 8 times there. I can't stop. I gotta put the stick there. Jay, maybe let's say you spent like 7 years getting your CPA. Maybe this is the next test for you. Now you're gonna be like forced to like put sticks in the middle of Connecticut.
He was mumbling something about faxing in paperwork or something. I don't know.
Got so close,
Jay.
just needed a signature.
Jay, what if you get a new job and everything's going great, but you find out your supervisor is the stick guy?
Oh, that would be so awesome.
Do you do anything? Do you leave the job because you can't work for a person that puts sticks down on the floor?
No,
That'd be a hell of a commute for one of you or him.
I
But
would.
do you have any moral qualms about like working for a guy that would just like leave a stick in front of a house?
Oh, that's so terrible. No.
Yeah.
If they're if they're paying me as much as I want to get paid, no.
I also think it'd probably be a good position to be in because you probably could take his job when Bry murders him. Bry, how angry from 1 to 10 are you at? Like 1 being like as annoyed as you are at me probably right now, and 10 being like you're ready to actually like go to the electric chair for this guy.
6.
That's pretty mad.
Yeah, that's the 5 is a pretty big threshold to begin with. So you wouldn't mind if you found out this guy died, would you be kind of happy?
I would, yeah.
What if he died like he was ISIS kidnapped him and he was shot by like his head was cut off? Would that be okay with you?
That'd be cool.
Okay. What if he died rescuing a family from terrorism and was a national hero and got like a post like posthumously got a Medal of Valor?
Well, then Bry could take him down.
No, but like he did like this heroic act. Everyone's
Right,
really
and then
excited.
Bry shows up at the
That's
the,
right.
the
I show up
ceremony.
at the ribbon cutting ceremony with my videos.
Yeah.
I'm TMZ, bitch. That's what we do. We bring people down.
They're like, Brian, what the fuck are we even looking at? It's the wrong video. It's the wrong video. The one with the ghost. Look at the one with the ghost. Look how many times he comes back.
The ghost.
Is it weird living with a dog ghost?
Dog Ghost and Stickman. I think that's the name of this episode.
Dog Ghost and Stickman. The Adventures of Bry. He lives with a ghost. He watches a guy with a stick. It's Bry.
This
Wacky
explains so much. This explains the last like year and a half of this podcast.
Right. What is your girlfriend more scared of? Your dog ghost, the stick guy, or just you?
Probably the dog ghost.
Okay.
Does
Is
she
she-
know?
what-
Does she
what's-
know about Stickman or like your real personality?
Is there any chance your girlfriend would come on and just be interviewed with only questions about Stick Guy and your obsession with him?
She doesn't even really care. Like I told her, she was just like, eh.
That would make it even funnier if we just make it like this big story and we're trying to get more information. She's like, it's literally just a guy putting a stick. What is wrong with you?
She's like, I guess he's talked about it a couple times. I don't know what he's talking. I just want to go to a nice restaurant and have him be with me in public. So does she watch the videos with you?
No.
Has she watched any of the videos?
No. Well, I showed her once, like the first time. I was like, "Yeah, there's a stalker here, and this fucking guy," and she's just kind of shrugged her shoulders, like, "Whatever."
So a female is being stalked, and she didn't feel like, hey, like we should do something about this.
No, she's not very proactive.
Interesting.
She doesn't have that vigilante blood that I have.
Does she tell you that you're the only one that can see the stick man? Is it like is this whole thing like the Sixth Sense? The stick man's the little kid from the Sixth Sense.
I hope so. That means I'm already dead. So I hope so.
Hopefully that'd be good for the podcast. I think.
Bri, you do have a taser.
I know. I
You have
actually
a taser?
I do, and as a matter of fact, I went and got new batteries for it.
We told you
And I
that
was
like
gonna bring
3
it
weeks ago, Mark.
A couple times when I took my dog out, I brought it with me in case I would run into him. And I'm like, but I'm so fucking stupid that I would fuck up. He'd grab it from me and then tase me. So
Wait, did we talk about Bri having a taser 2
Yeah, like
weeks ago?
two episodes ago, we talked about how Bri chased our old roommate Matt with a taser.
yeah,
Was I on that episode?
yeah.
By the way, how did we have a taser in college and nobody got tased? That is probably the most incredible thing that came out of our college. Like,
I don't think I got it till after.
well, you
I brought it up with
No,
people.
you graduated a year early, so you
Yeah,
brought
so
it.
I got it right. I think I got it like the summer after.
Yeah, if
I
you,
thought-
had it in
Bri
our Huntington Ave apartment, like there
Yeah.
would have been a lot of tasings going on.
Oh, yeah.
Wait, did Bri graduate a year early, or did he graduate on time because you got kicked out of school for a year?
No, I got kicked out of school for a year and still graduated on time. Bri graduated a year
I
early.
graduated early because I didn't do co-op.
Okay,
Right.
well that makes sense to know.
But I graduated in 4 years. I mean, like a normal.
What
Yeah.
what did didn't do co-op mean?
You're supposed to go
Co-op
to
was
school.
its-
Yeah, go for it, Bri.
Oh, co-op was this stupid thing they have there where like you're supposed to go to school for 5 years. And you go your full year, your first year, and then the next 4 years you alternate between like kind of like getting like working and like ideally you're supposed to get a job in your field and work for like half the year and then go to school half the year. But like it was all bullshit because they didn't have any jobs in criminal justice. And
that and they had quarters instead of semesters.
Yeah,
so good luck getting a job
it's-
to be like, hey,
yeah.
can you hire me for 3 months?
Yeah, and then so they're supposed like they have like it worked better for some of the other like majors and stuff because they had deals with like the business people and stuff where they'll hire you for 3 months to just like kind of be a paid intern or whatever. But for like criminal justice, there was like this was a long time ago before like the big like forensics boom and 9/11 and all that shit. So there wasn't a whole lot of like work available, and most of it was in Boston, and I didn't have housing, so I wanted to do it at home. And I went to my counselor, and they were basically just like, "Oh yeah, go find a job." I'm like, "Oh okay, I'm gonna go find a job for 3 months, like by myself." Yeah, thanks.
every 6 months, find a job for 3 months.
Yeah.
Can I make 3 points?
Yeah,
First point, the idea that you have to go to school for a 5th year so you could pay them to work seems the biggest scam ever.
Well, you're not paying tuition while you're working.
Oh, you're not paying tuition.
No,
What-
yeah, no, you're not. I mean, yeah, no, you're not paying.
Their
you're only paying
whole-
while you're in school.
Their whole argument is that by the time you graduate, you'll have 4 years work experience.
Yeah, you'll have good experience, which makes sense. But if you can't find a job or get a job, then you don't
How
have
do
that
you-
experience.
How do you have 4 years of experience when you graduate? I don't understand.
Because if you're working half the time, you've worked for 4 years.
So you would go 6 months on, 6 months, 6
Oh,
months school, 6 months off. But and then
You
it also
find
means you have to go to
4
school in the summer.
you find 4 separate 6-month jobs?
Some
Or-
people did the same ones.
Or you
Oh.
do 8 separate 3-month jobs.
Yeah.
Oh, I mean it's if they had the jobs lined up, it doesn't sound like it sounds like a good idea. I
Yeah, but
guess.
they don't. A lot of people I knew like worked at Burger King or like Au Bon Pan or like
Yeah.
they couldn't get like relevant
Because
jobs.
it's basically it's like an internship. It's like a paid internship, basically.
I would just
So
go to
you're-
Long Island and make YouTube videos like every summer instead of doing that.
Why don't they just do like the normal thing where people get their internships in the summer and the school stays the hell out of it?
Because that's what separated them from other schools.
Okay, I'm gonna make my other 2 points real quick. I I thought this video was all one video. I didn't realize it was on loop, and I was like, "This guy's come back like 12 times already." I didn't realize the 1 minute video just keeps looping. I just thought it would stop. My third point is I did not realize, Bri, you majored in criminal justice. I take it.
Yeah.
And that's led you to stalk. Like you're using your criminal justice skills now to take down Stick Guy.
You're damn right.
So it was all worth it then.
Yeah. The ends justify the means.
What does the school say when people are working at Panera Bread for like their job?
They literally don't care.
Yeah, they don't care.
Yeah, that's amazing. Do you think Stick Guy was the person that started the program at your school?
Seems like something he would do.
Maybe Stick Guy's been there your whole life. Like throughout your whole life, you've been screwing things up for you.
Maybe Stick Guy's Mr. Robot.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Or maybe I'm the guy from A Beautiful Mind. That makes more sense.
I mean, really, when you think about it, it was not a very good program.
No.
The robot or Mr.
The co-op.
Beautiful
thing.
Mind?
Both.
I thought Beautiful Mind was a pretty solid movie.
No, Beautiful Mind was good. I was talking about our school.
Yeah.
It was like, on paper it was good, but the way it was executed was not.
Yeah. They offered like no help.
Well, I have a question. Did it end up working out well for any of your friends? Did any of your friends like do these internships, like stick at that job, and like are successful? In some, like, did it help anyone? Basically,
I don't think it helped one person.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know anyone that helped.
I mean, I'm sure it helped people, just nobody I knew, and I knew a lot of people there.
Yeah.
No, that's fair. I wasn't asking. I'm sure. I agree with you. I'm sure that there's some people that it actually worked for, but like if you like in a group of friends, you didn't know anyone that it worked out for, then it probably was a pretty shitty.
Well,
person.
we didn't hang out with a lot of ambitious people. So
Really, both of you didn't hang out with ambitious people.
Yet they're
That's
all
insane.
more successful than us. Seriously,
I
Brian,
would argue
everyone
this
we
is not the
lived
most
with.
ambitious podcast.
Well, no,
No.
everyone Brian and I lived with has like a house and a family and like a normal life, and like I thought they were complete fuck ups when we lived with them, but they've like far exceeded like Brian and I's
Yeah.
life so far.
Jay's like, trying to hunt people down for paperwork, and I'm stalking a guy putting sticks in the door. So I mean,
Right. Are you upset at all that Jay lumps you in with him because you own your own place?
oh no, I'm below Jay. I'm way below Jay.
You're below Jay.
Jay's a CPA now. He's in the Successful People's Club. I'm a fuck up.
That's fair. Up until a couple of weeks ago, Jay, like you guys would be together, but Jay has surpassed us all now.
Yeah, he lapped me now.
What do the friends do? The people that graduate, what do they do? What kind of jobs?
I mean,
People with the houses.
well, one of the guys we lived with is a day trader.
Oh, okay.
I'm impressed.
What's Matt do? Is he an accountant?
He's he works at a bank. He's pretty high up. Like, I don't know if he's CFO at the bank or whatever, but like,
Is he a CPA? Did he do that?
yes, he did. He did the MBA. He did the CPA. But it's I don't know. He says he feels like he's stuck at his job.
Yeah.
Yeah, something to look forward to.
I hope I get one day to the place where I'm stuck in the job. Brian, do you think like there are other people? Do other people in your complex have similar videos you guys could share?
Yeah, there's a guy who next to me who has a better angle. He has a camera. I haven't watched any of his video. We haven't compared videos or anything, but
Are you going to? Are you gonna? You guys have a night plan?
You should
where,
have
like,
a
No.
viewing party.
I'm
Not
gonna
till-
come over. It's gonna be so much fun. I'll bring
not
the wine.
until he
Then we'll
commits a crime or something.
But like you don't want to just watch the videos. Like, what if his stick videos reveal more than yours? You're in criminal justice, Bri. Maybe you can find out like his angle will give you more details.
What if he has the other half of the ghost and you could put it together?
True.
How do you even know it's a stick? By the way, in the sense of like this video, I cannot tell that the stick.
Because I've walked up to the door and looked at it. It's like a twig. It's not like a.
Well, how do you know the stick wasn't there already when you get there? How do you know that was what he put there? Like the video right now, the videos you're showing me, I cannot see a stick.
It's pretty obvious if Bri walks over there and there's a stick leaning against the door.
Yeah.
Well, maybe there was another guy that was like there was another stick leaner.
Well, that would
person.
be on camera.
That's a fair point. Do you think it's always the same person?
I think Bri's story is
fairly
pretty
so, yeah.
airtight. I know you're trying to poke holes in this, but
The story doesn't add up, Jay.
Bri, you said you had a couple things you wanted to talk about.
Yeah, do you have
I,
anything
for-
about
I forgot what
anyone,
the other one. I forgot what the other ones were.
There seems to be a
anyone leaving a
trend. Bri.
pebble near your other neighbor?
No,
Bri, you keep saying you have a bunch of stories, and then you forget all of them when you come on the show.
I forgot what the other stuff I wanted to say was.
Can I introduce you to a pen and paper?
I know.
Or the
Can
Notes
you-
app on your phone.
Can you
I
get?
don't
Can you
know how
promise?
that works.
Can you promise to give us an update on the stick guy next show?
Yes, I will.
Can you approach him? Like, can you just take a day off of work and just sit there? All. Well, by the way, this looks like it happens at night. Where are you at night?
In bed.
Just
He comes
stay
at,
up
like-
one.
He
I thought you-
comes at different times. He's very crafty. This guy. Sometimes he comes at like 7:30. Sometimes 11.
I thought you sleep like a half hour a night anyway. So why don't you just stay up all night and just watch him?
I tried that once and he didn't come.
How long did you stay up?
I don't know. 11.
You should sit outside in front of your door with a shotgun.
If the weather was warmer, I'd sit in front of her door.
Why don't you sit like it? So for obviously no one else can see this video. There's a parking lot in between where Bri
Yeah,
lives.
this is
where
going to be a great podcast. People were describing a video nobody could see.
Well, no, we
I'm-
didn't even
I'm just saying,
describe
why
the
don't you
video.
sit-
That's
why
the
don't you
problem.
park a car right by her house so you can be closer to him? Like,
That's
this
what
way
I
you have
wanted.
to, like,
I wanted to park my car there, and then when I see him, I wanted to hit the panic button on my key thing. But I don't know if that would phase him. He's very brash.
Yeah, I mean, like he's just like out in the open putting sticks down. Who does he think he is?
I have like a whole psychological profile on this guy.
Well, describe him first. You're a criminal justice major. Let's.
Oh, that was it. Just that he's very brash. That's all I know.
I have a whole psychological profile. It's just the word brash on a piece of paper.
I have a whole psychological profile. As long as you don't call me on it by asking
Yeah.
what it is. By the way, there's a woman that appears in the window.
There is.
The house over.
Oh, that's some little Spanish lady.
Okay.
You have
She
a,
looked like.
a very diverse neighborhood.
She's not really part of the story.
I was just wondering maybe if she's part of the. Do you? By the way, her window's open. Do you ever does she ever get undressed in front of that window?
I never looked. I don't think she does.
Okay, I'm just asking.
Did you
Would you,
remember
if
any
she
of your,
does, will you send us that video?
Sure.
Did you remember any of your topics yet, Bri? We're almost out of time.
Well,
Anything
I wanted to
ghost
talk
dog?
about Louis, but
Okay, let's talk about Louis.
I just wanted to talk about how like everybody's piling on Louis when he didn't say anything that was factually incorrect.
It's Louis C.K. For those of you who don't know, he a new stand-up set of his got leaked, and
Jay, why are you putting this in the context? Why don't you just let Bri talk and have no one have any clue what he's talking about?
and people are
Those-
jumping all over him for some jokes he made.
Yeah.
Do we have the jokes he made? Like, can we read this so we can talk about this?
He was basically talking about
I think he listens to our podcast because he stole one of our.
Yeah, he was talking about how the survivors of the school shootings, why do we listen to them? They didn't do anything except not get shot.
Yeah, he
They're
said
not
these people think they're
experts.
interesting. They're not interesting. They didn't get shot. They were just next to people that got shot, which is accurate. If the school shooting didn't happen, we would never hear from these people.
But if people are saying this is offensive, it's the same style of humor he's been doing for 20 years. It's just
Right.
people are angry at him now. So they're
And people are saying it's political, like he turned into like Dennis Miller and Donald Trump. There's nothing political about it. He didn't
right.
No,
he didn't say anything that was political.
he was just working out a bit, so
Yeah.
it was a little bit like ridiculous. The jump on. I mean, like you may not have agreed with what he said, but he was just going for like shock value / humor. There was nothing else there.
And then he did a thing about about transgenders and how they want to be called they them. Like who are they to tell me what to call them? Like
Yeah, we did that on our show.
yeah.
Like,
so I think-
my cousin, like who wants to be with they them, and it's just flat out confusing to talk about the number of people.
yeah.
Yeah, but
Um,
now, people are just they want to get angry at him now. So it doesn't matter what he does. He can.
Yeah, if
he can
somebody
make
else
jokes-
said it, nobody would care. But because
Exactly.
he has a checkered past, he apparently has no credibility to say anything.
Yeah, if he
Right.
did jokes about pizza, people would get angry.
At what age did you learn it was inappropriate to take your dick out and start jerking off? When someone said no. Or basically, when did you learn that was an inappropriate behavior?
I don't take my dick out for anybody. It's too small. I don't show it to anybody. Like 5 people have seen my dick.
Can you name them?
I
Hey, wait,
probably-
hang on, stop. Is the stick guy one of them?
No, not yet.
Okay. Can he be the 6th person? Because that'll probably get him to stop coming there.
If he plays his cards right, sure.
So, how did you stop the stick guy? I showed him my dick.
I jerked off over him and I said I could get you a job as a comedian, or I could not get you a job as a comedian.
I would totally. Would you see Louis C.K. if he was coming? Would you pay like $50 to go see him?
I would, yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, in a heartbeat. He's
I still think
hilarious.
he's one of the funniest people on the planet. Like if I made a Mount Rushmore, he'd be on it.
Yeah.
I
I mean, he has no self-awareness, but I mean, who cares?
Yeah.
also the way he got like his humor, like the what he said after getting caught for all this or getting called out for all this is the funniest shit ever. Him going like, I didn't know that was inappropriate to just take my dick out and start jerking off in front of people, in front of women. The fact that he like just was like serious that he didn't know, he wasn't unaware is goddamn hilarious.
Yeah.
I feel like that's like the greatest bit ever. Like I didn't know that was wrong.
Yeah, it's pretty funny actually.
Yeah, I just assumed that was like just part of natural behavior. You take your dick out and you start jerking off. I just assumed that's what you do.
I think he knew it was wrong, but he didn't think it was a huge deal.
You
I
think
never-
what? Sorry, you think he thought it was wrong? I think he thought the women liked it.
I didn't get that impression.
I have the impression like why else do you like he thought it was an appropriate behavior, right?
Well, no,
You think he thought
I heard a lot of times he would ask if he can do that, and then he would just start doing it before he got an answer.
yeah. So he would ask. He thought it was I think he said he thought it was appropriate as long as he asked.
Right. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, it is exactly what you said. Never mind.
It's a really weird to be like, yeah, I asked. So like I said please before I took my dick out and started jerking off. What's the problem? These people are weird for having a problem with it. Like you're sitting around with the guys. Yeah. I think I'm gonna get Sally's number. You know what I did? I took my dick out and started jerking off in front of Sally.
The funny thing is, we
Okay.
mentioned that like years before that story actually broke.
Yeah, we did. You actually mentioned on the show. It's been in like, but it's also something that people have been mentioning for years.
Yeah.
Just
Well,
like with Kevin Spacey, like all that was like everybody knew about that, and then all of a sudden it came to light.
Yeah.
Well, it's
Family
like-
Guy made a joke about it like 10 years ago.
Yeah.
Hannibal Buress had to make a joke about Bill Cosby, and everyone's like, "Oh yeah, that guy did commit rape. Let's get him." It was bizarre. That was like out in the public. That no one said anything about it.
Wait, Hannibal Buress made a joke?
Yeah.
Hmm. Yeah, I would totally go see him if he came around.
Yeah.
Or like I would if I was at, like if I lived in New York, I would just keep going to that comedy club all the time and hope to see him.
I heard he showed up once and people actually booed, and I'm like,
Yeah.
you motherfuckers! If you scared him from coming to that club again, I'm gonna be so pissed.
I mean, he is really funny. That he also got shit for the SNL when he hosted SNL.
Yeah, the pedophile thing, yeah.
It
And that
was
was
fu-
100% true too.
It
like,
was 100% true, and it was very funny.
It was
Yeah.
really funny. He like just killed it with that monologue.
Yeah,
Are we out of time, Jay?
almost. We got like 5 minutes.
So
Okay.
I've been watching for the past 5 days now, my waking hours, HBO has been having a Sopranos marathon. And then-
Is this your number 2 thing?
No, I'm just watching it and I just kind of brought it up because I'm watching it right now and kind of just forgot how good that show was.
I was gonna say, do you think it holds up?
Yeah. And I think 2 things actually that I've been thinking about while I've been watching this. Number one, I think Tony's mother is one of the most underrated characters in TV history.
Yeah.
She was such a good character. And then I also wonder how different the show would have been if she didn't die.
Oh, she died in real life.
Yeah, she died in real life. That's why she died on the
Oh.
show.
Oh, I
No,
didn't-
That's
I
why,
didn't-
like,
I-
if you watch like the last couple episodes where she's in, it's like all cut up and like really spotty. It's because she was already dead and they had to like reuse like footage and stuff.
Oh no shit! I actually
Yeah.
didn't like Jay. I did not know that.
I didn't. Yeah, I didn't know it either.
Yeah, no, she died, and I guess I've been reading. I read something over the weekend that the season where she died, it was going to be she was going to be like Tony was going to be on trial, and she was going to be testifying against her, and they were going to be having that struggle of like trying to get her not to and all that stuff.
Oh,
Was
wow.
would've been-
is that the first season or is that the second season?
I think it was the second season.
The first season's when they find out big pussies have been turning on them.
No, that was the second season too. That was the end of the second season, I think.
Wait, what happened at the end of the first season then?
Oh,
the first season is that he found out she was like she was
tried
trying to
kill
get him.
She tried to hit
Yeah,
on him.
yeah,
Yeah.
Okay.
yeah. Then she was in the hospital the second season because she had a stroke or something. Yeah, and then I guess then she died. Like I guess she died in between like season 2 and 3 or something.
Okay, because I remember at the end, like she's going to the hospital at the end of the first season.
Yeah, and he was like cursing at her in the hospital.
Yeah, he's like, I fucking know what you did.
Yeah.
I gotta
And
watch
I
it.
never realized how many like closeted gay guys there were on the show.
There's the big fat guy.
Big fat guy. Richie Aprile was closeted, I think. I think Ralph was also one of my favorite characters. I loved him.
I gotta watch that show again. My all-time favorite scene in that show was the I think it was the last year, second to last season when they had the what's it called when everyone comes to tell you you're an alcoholic.
Oh, intervention.
Yeah, they had intervention for what's his name, and like they were just like complete ass. They started fighting during the intervention.
Oh yeah.
You're screwing up. You're an embarrassment to the family.
Yeah, and everyone just and it turns into a fight.
Yeah, that was an amazing. That was one of my favorite scenes. That was probably my favorite scene of the whole show. I gotta watch it again. I always there's someone I always talk to about it. Like with that show, like is that show really that amazing? If you watched it now, or is it because it was like the first show?
It's been pretty good. I mean, every day starting at noon they play a season, so they've been playing it since Friday, and like all day Saturday I watched most of it, and Sunday I was in and out of it, and a little bit last night, and just kind of have it on in the background, and I'm like, shit, this was such a good show. Like, just forgot how good it was. Because I probably haven't watched. I can't say I watched an episode since it went off the air, and that's been 10 years now. So
I watched a few episodes from the first season, and I thought it was okay. Like I haven't watched it in years. I thought it was fantastic at the time, but I was wondering if I stuck with it, it would stay good. I watched like the first 3 episodes again. I was like, oh, this is okay. By the way, I'm glad to see that you posted on Facebook that one of your favorite shows is or not. I don't know if favorite shows, but you said underrated was the American.
did you watch? Have you watched that? I take it.
Yeah, I really liked it a lot.
I didn't think you did. I didn't think you watched it. I didn't realize that you had. Yeah.
I watched it pretty recently in the last like 6 months.
Yeah.
So maybe at some point you talked about it and I hadn't watched it, but
Okay.
I thought it was really good. I would
Yeah.
put that. I would say that was the best FX show.
I probably put Justified a little higher, only because Justified just had a little more humor to it.
Yeah,
Whereas,
they had
like,
better characters on Justified, like better bad guys.
yeah, and more characters. Like the Americans is tough. You got to pay attention to like every second of it too. It's
Yeah,
a little dense sometimes.
yeah. It was there was more to that show. Both are really good shows, but I would take Justified was very entertaining, but not amazing. Americans I thought was a fantastic show.
Yeah, Justified. That's probably a good description. Justified is probably more entertaining.
Yeah, Americans like you really have to you get really invested in the characters.
Yeah, you have to. Yeah, Jay,
Uh,
you should check it out, Jay, if you're still there.
I'm still there.
Okay.
Jay made it like we were talking about the Mets. He was just like, I'm done here.
It's hard to
Jay's,
jump in.
Jay's asleep. Jay's still looking for his paperwork.
Jay really liked Justified, right?
I love Justified.
Yeah, you should watch The Americans.
I thought it was
Take-
way
take it-
better than The Wire.
I mean, go fuck yourself. But
Oh, you know what? You know what else was good? You guys have Showtime. Escape from Denimora was awesome.
I watched the first episode the other day. It was a pretty good first episode. The whole thing stands up.
Yeah, it was really good.
I
Okay,
thought
I'm gonna keep
Sopranos was
watching it.
better than The Wire too.
Okay, I'm not getting into a wire fight.
Hey, I thought you liked The Wire.
I thought it was very mediocre.
I could have swore you were the one that was telling me about it.
I liked season 3 and 4. I thought the rest of it was just like whatever.
I mean, I think it's flat out the best show I've ever seen on television. But
I know most
That's
people
all
do,
these
like-
channels are doing that now. Around Christmas, they had a Dexter marathon every day, so I rewatched some of that. That was pretty good in its heyday until
do they have
it
a,
went on too long.
do they have a warning at the start of the 5th season saying don't watch this if you like the show?
I didn't watch after that. I put it randomly on right at the end of the Trinity Killer, and I was like, oh, I don't have to watch this anymore. Good.
I wish
I feel
they
like
had
those-
a warning at the beginning of the 3rd book. The third book is when they said his dark passenger is a space demon
Why did they just do that for the show though?
because it would have got canceled instantly.
But as dumb as that shit
Oh,
sounds,
God.
the actual show was worse.
Uh,
No, the first 1, 2, and 4 are fantastic seasons. Great show. 3 was mediocre but watchable. 5 on are almost unwatchable.
Wait, which one was 3?
3 is
The Jimmy Smiths?
yeah, that
Yeah.
one sucked.
Yeah.
it's mediocre, but
Yeah.
you could like
The
You're like,
girl
oh.
was better, yeah.
like 2 is probably my 2 and 4. At 1, 2, and 4 are all great. But 5 onwards, like 5, 6, 7 are just fucking awful.
I liked
Yeah.
6.
You like 6?
Which one was 6?
That was with
Is that the one with Tom Hanks' kid?
yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah, no, I saw that coming a mile away that guy was dead already.
I still liked it.
That was terrible. Your the stuff you said about The Wire. I'll even take that you didn't love The Wire, but the fact that you're praising season 6 of The Dexter means your taste is fucking shit.
I'm not
going to your website anymore about. Can't you love bad music too, right?
I'm not praising it. I just said it was decent.
Sounds like Mark is going to write a strongly worded letter.
I think that I think if they took the Dark Passenger being a fucking alien would be less awful and less unwatchable than the shit they actually did.
It was getting so good too because he was training the 2 kids, Cody and whatever, to like be killers.
Yeah.
And it was like taking a really interesting path. And then they're like, "Oh, it's a space demon." I'm like, "Okay."
I really wanted for the last season of that show, just like have everyone find out it's him, and then the whole season is them trying to catch him. That would have been fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Instead, he's a fucking chopped
Lumberjack.
down lumberjack in the fucking middle of nowhere. And weren't they at some point talking about a movie? Like
I think so.
recently.
I think they were throwing it out there, and like nobody was like, "I want to."
I read something. Yeah, I there was an article I saw on Twitter or something, and it said Michael C. Hall's not interested. Michael C. Hall mentions Dexter reunion or is itching for Dexter reunion and a reboot, and I just wrote no thanks. We're fine.
I'm sure if people were like, "Oh, that's awesome," then they would like. If it was like people reacted the way they react to Full House, we'd have a Dexter movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Anybody else have anything before we go?
We are gonna. You have to tune in the next episode to hear our top 5. We had a top 5, and we did not have time for it because Bry brought the. Good job, Bry.
Sorry.
Well-
Yes.
No. This was great. This was better than the top 5.
Yeah.
All right.
No, I was a fan of it. If you could bring stories about woodsmen bringing sticks,
Oh, maybe it's Dexter then if it's a woodsman.
maybe. I know. I thoroughly enjoyed your topic. So
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, it was good, and I only had a top 3 because I got stuck at work late today trying to fill out that stupid form.
okay. So our topic, which will be on our top 5, would be top 5 creative pranks you can play on someone. Number 5 on my list was put a stick outside their door a couple times a day.
So you got to redo your top 5.
I got to redo that one.
'Cause
That
that was
already
my
taken
number
by
4. So yeah,
Mark, are you reading my thoughts?
I might be.
I also thought it was somebody in your office. So the ones I came up with were office pranks.
I actually ended up being. I was. Most of my things end up being people in your office just because they seem like the funniest people to play jokes on.
Yeah,
Speaking of office pranks, can we kill the idea of rebooting The Office? The show wasn't that good to begin with.
Are they so I haven't heard about this. They're
They
rebooting.
keep talking about it. Like anytime, like Krasinski or what's his name are on TV. Like that's all they ask him. It's like,
Well,
Office reboot, Steve Carell, and like the show wasn't that good to begin with.
I thought the first 2 seasons were pretty funny, and then it kind of went downhill. But do they mean rebooting it with the same cast or like a new cast?
I think the same cast.
what they should
or, like,
do
most of the
is-
same cast.
So is it a reboot or just bringing it back?
I guess it's bringing it back.
Okay.
what they should
Like
do?
here's the
is
here's
have
the thing
it
about
with
The Office. I watched The Office. I don't know if I don't think I saw the first season, but I watched most of it. I literally don't remember any of it. Like if you explained to me like an episode or a scene, I probably wouldn't remember it.
It was just like slapstick stuff. I mean, not slapstick, but it's just like humor. It wasn't like anything they were like, oh, that time outside of like Pam and Jim getting together, you don't remember most of the plot in that show.
Right.
But did you guys watch the British version?
I've seen a couple episodes.
I watched
of it.
like the first season, which is like 6 episodes, which is also half of all the episodes.
Was it only like 10 episodes or something?
There was 2 6-episode seasons, and like a Christmas special.
a Christmas one, yeah.
Well, first of all, is it good?
No.
Okay, because I know it was supposed to be like. First of all, it has what's his name in it?
Ricky Gervais.
Who's hilarious, and was supposed to be at the time one of the funniest shows in like British history.
Lies.
So, what do you say?
Lies.
Okay, so my dad, growing up, my dad was obsessed with watching. Not obsessed, but he always watched these British like comedies.
Mhm.
Like he was big into Fawlty Towers.
Fawlty
which is
Towers
hilarious.
is amazing. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm not saying these were bad shows. He was big into Blackadder. You guys watch Blackadder?
Yeah, Blackadder's really good too.
Hilarious. It's with Rowan Atkinson. It's really funny. I think there might have been one or two others, but he was really big into watching these things.
Mr. Bean.
And so, no, not Mr. Bean. Mr. Bean's shit.
Wow.
Are you a fan of Mr. Bean, Jay? You like that level of humor?
Have you seen the actual TV show, or are you just talking about his movie?
It's fucking trash. I've tried watching the TV show. It's trash. First of all, I can't watch it because Rowan Atkinson was amazing on Blackadder, and he plays a shit character on that show that doesn't talk. He was brilliantly sarcastic on Blackadder, and they took away the element. They took away his talking.
I love how mad you're getting about Mr. Bean.
It was fucking terrible. How do you like this shit, Jay?
It was funny.
So my dad liked all this British stuff, and so I got him the box set of the British Office because it was supposed to be a hilarious British show. And I'm like, you like British comedy? You'll love this. Never fucking opened it.
What they should do is they should reboot it with all the people who auditioned for the show and didn't get the roles. Because
So-
you would have Bob Odenkirk as Michael Scott. You would have the fat guy from Modern Family as the fat guy. And
Oh, so everyone on TV on another show would just be on The Office instead?
yeah.
Are you doing a documentary on like people that were on the show? Like, how do you know all this?
Somebody posted like the casting, the auditions for The Office. And
What if? So go
like
on.
Seth Rogen tried out?
Bob Odenkirk wouldn't have been good as Michael
Oh,
Scott.
he would have been a great Michael Scott.
Yeah, he would have been. I mean, but hang on, Seth Rogen. What part was he going to be?
I
the
think
one that laughs every time he speaks.
it was either Jim or Dwight. I don't remember.
Probably Dwight. He looks like more of a Dwight.
Yeah, but he doesn't play like weird, like evil weird.
the guy
there's-
from Modern Family would have been really good.
I mean, you have to think also the show would have been different if they had like, because obviously like they probably the sense of like the comedy styling of these people like makes like sets to how the show goes a little bit.
Right.
So I imagine the show would have been a little different if it was like Bob Odenkirk as Steve Carell. So
That's why every time I see a trailer for that Tom Clancy show starring John Krasinski, like I can't picture him as an action hero. He doesn't like. I think of him as some dickhead looking at the camera funny. I can't picture him doing anything else.
It was decent.
Yeah.
Well, actually, like Dexter, he was on the 6 Feet Under, where he played a gay funeral home director and like kind of like a pansy. And then he comes in the show with like this like really tough serial killer. Like, would you guys be into if they did they brought back The Office, but also like combined it with Dexter? So each week he like took one of the characters on that show and took it to the kill room. Because I think I'd watch that show.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'd be fucking down. It would be great. Each week you're like, well, at the episode you're like, I wonder who's going to the kill room this week.
No, that would be more like a reality show, like one of these stupid things, and then if you lose, Dexter comes and kills you, like in real life.
I was just talking about fictionally killing you, but yeah, I guess they could like actually. Michael C. Hall, do you want to commit murder for TV?
Well, they can make it look like an accident.
Oh, Dwight was almost Patton Oswalt.
Oh,
all right.
that would have been Patton Oswalt. I find his stand up to be not funny at all, but he's good as an actor.
And Seth Rogen was also trying out for Dwight.
He wouldn't have been a good Dwight.
No.
What was he in? He was in that Fan movie where he's like this big giant fan.
Big fan, yeah, that was a
Big
good
fan.
movie.
That was good. Patton Oswalt was really good in that movie. He's been in a couple other things where he was really good in the movies.
He was good in
He was on-
Justified.
Yeah, I was
He's
going to
good-
say he was in Justified.
Oh yeah. He was good in Justified.
Oh, Harold was almost Jim.
Who?
Harold and
Who?
Kumar.
Who?
The Asian guy from Harold and Kumar.
Oh,
He was
Oh,
almost.
good thing they went white.
yeah.
That would have destroyed the show.
Well,
They not
then we know
white.
who will be in the reboot then.
Well, is it also these guys are a little bit too like? Don't you have to wait a couple of years till Steve Carell's career is like gone? And
Those
And they
last
don't-
couple movies have tanked, so he's almost there.
yeah, what's the last thing he's been? Last thing he was in that was good was 4-Year-Old Virgin, right?
He was in. Apparently, he's in Vice.
Oh, is he?
Yeah, he's Rumsfeld, I think.
Oh,
Yeah.
I've heard it's decent. My in-laws said they saw it and they said it's not amazing, but it's pretty interesting to watch if you like could see it on TV at home.
Mm.
So that wasn't like I thought about like I mean anything that's like anything that you get to see how awful the person Dick Cheney is. I'd be totally down for. I was thinking about seeing that movie myself. Like after the kids go to bed, I was like, honey, I'm going out to the movies by myself. But they said it wasn't worth it.
All right, we're. I don't think anybody wants to hear us talk about TV anymore. So thanks for listening, everybody. We will be
When you
back.
Jay, when you say anybody, you mean you?
Well, me too.
Okay.
Especially me.
We'll have to
Why
write
don't-
review. We'll have to write reviews then.
Don't be passive aggressive, Jay. Just say I don't want to hear you guys talk anymore. Show's over.
Yeah, I don't want to hear you guys talking anymore. Show's over. So
That's all you had to say.
thebrinkofsanity@gmail.com, brinkofsanity3 on Twitter, jlovesmusic.wordpress.com, and
BryKillsTheStickman.com.
brykillsthestickman.com.
So, Jay, I have a question for you. Let's just say Bry is crazier than we realize. He commits a horrible homicide,
Mhm.
and it's like, and the biggest evidence they have from this, like the motive, they come to our show, and this becomes like a big thing in the news.
We'll have
Would
to
you
delete
be-
the show.
No, but
It'll be the second lost episode.
Jay. Bry calls you and goes, "Hey, the show's about to be all over the news because could you please delete it?" Do you delete the show, or do you just say the publicity's fuck Bry? I want.
I
the
mean,
publicity."
we would have to delete them all, right? Because, I mean, there's a wide
Psychological
array.
profile.
Yeah, there's a real psychological profile of Bry throughout these episodes.
Do you and Jay, are you happy the show gets all this publicity, or you're sad? What's a stronger feeling for you? Happy that the show gets all this publicity, or sad that your friend is going to go to jail?
No, I'd be sad Bry goes to jail.
So you're just going to lie to Bry?
Why? Who else is going to jail?
I don't think we're not involved in the conspiracy.
Only
police
if they call me
officers.
the podcast killer. That's. I want to be the podcast killer.
Well, you are the podcast killer.
The New York Knicks podcast killer.
That is true, actually. Our show, I think our numbers have been down ever since you've been on.
Oh, sorry.
Right. So Bry's been on since episode 1.
What did we learn today?
Nothing.
We learned that you can't just keep placing sticks in front of people's houses and expect other people not to notice.
Not in America.
We learned there might be a dog ghost and a stick man.
When did you get the camera, Bry?
I've had him for a while. I used to have him to watch my dog while I was at work, but now he doesn't do anything all day, so I don't really have him. So that's why I put it in the window. Actually, well, yeah, I put it in the window too because it's winter, and I like to see when they plow my driveway, so I know if I could get home or not. But I've had him for a while.
I have a question. So how many other people have you told your stick video about the stick guy?
I've told people at work about it. I've shown them the video, a couple of videos. I showed my dad, my girlfriend. She's, I guess that's it.
Okay. My next question was how many people have you shown the video? So the people that have watched the video, has anyone been like, "Yeah, you're right"?
They're just like, whatever. I don't want to become an accomplice or accessory after the fact.
Do they just like stare at you like with like smile and slowly back away?
Yeah, pretty much.
Do you always say I want to murder this guy before you show them the video?
I did say I want him dead.
Yeah, because that might affect their interest in the video.
Yeah.
Do you think it's better like that you do the reveal that you want to murder this guy before or after the video? Like before you tell people before you're like, I fucking want to murder this guy, and they see the video and they're like, is there more to the video?
They kind of all know me, so they just sort of brush it off as he wouldn't really kill that guy.
Are you that guy in
thankfully.
The Office?
Am I that guy?
Yeah.
Which guy?
The one everyone's like, if somebody's going to go postal, it's definitely Bry.
Well, funny you bring that up because
Bring that up.
a couple of weeks ago, I was at my desk and my office manager buzzed me and she said, "Could you come in the conference room? It's nothing bad." And I'm like, "Okay."
You've done this 2 weeks ago on the show.
Oh, I did the meeting.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I don't remember that.
Jay, you know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah, they brought me in. They wanted to see if I was gonna kill everybody.
Yeah, no, but you talked.
Where-
Didn't he talk about this on the show already?
I think I talked about it after.
Were they? Maybe you did it after. Okay, so just tell quickly.
So yeah, no. So they brought me in, and they were kind of like pussyfooting around. They were like, "Oh, so do you have too much work? How you doing? We just want to let you know you're doing a good job, and if you need, to pass some work around, just let us know. We'll get someone else to do it. Blah blah." And they basically wanted to see if I was going to snap. Is what they were going to do.
Did you at the end of the meeting? They were like, "Okay, everything's good." You're like, "Hey guys, I have a video you should watch."
No, that didn't come up.
That's probably a good thing.
Yeah.
Do you think if you show you this video enough at work, people will they'll basically pay you to no longer come to the job?
You might have they might take all your work away.
Brian, how about you keep the same salary and you move out of state?
Oh, like the Fight Club job where I'm home and I'm getting paid? That would be nice.
Yeah, you should show everyone at work every single sticker video, every time it happens. Just jump up like in the middle of the workday. It happened again, and just walk.
I did that once when my phone beeped and I looked. I said, "This motherfucker is back again," and everybody looked at me. I was like, "What? The guy's back."
I would love to hear you narrate the videos people are watching. Just be like, "Look at him. He's going to that house. I can't fucking believe he's doing. Holy fuck! I'm gonna murder him."
We don't know that Bry's not actually doing it. He might be downplaying this.
Is he already dead? By the way, is this the guy already
I
dead?
don't know. I haven't seen him in a while.
You haven't seen him in a while,
I haven't seen him in like a week.
so he's already done. You're still.
I don't know.
How often does this guy come? Did he come once?
No, he comes like 3 times. He comes in the morning, comes in the afternoon, he comes at night.
But he hasn't. He's been on vacation. He's like,
Well,
it's my off
haven't-
week.
I don't know. I haven't seen him, and I get annoyed at the thing when my phone beeps, so I just delete all the alerts. So I haven't actually looked to see if he's been around.
Okay. Okay. Tune in next week for more stories of the ghost dog and stick man.
Tune in next week for Bryce Pearl hearing.
This better be the title of the episode, by the way.
All right, goodbye, everybody.
My love.
Goodbye, everybody.
It's all over.
Goodbye. It's time to go.
This is the end.
Say goodbye.
I'm gonna leave you.
It's the end.
Goodbye. Goodbye. Just leave me alone. Feels so good to say